This is Tallulah and this is my vlog. Now, continuing on in our single series, the question is, I feel it's a taboo to be single. The answer is, only if you make it be, darling. The thing is, you can be desperate and single, or you can be wonderful and single and simply living a very brave and courageous life. That's up to you to write that pen. To write the title. To use a pen to write the title. Nobody's making you feel that certain way. The thing to do if you are single is to think about it being a temporary situation. Nobody's condemning you like a leper to the Sahara Desert to eat Brazil nuts for the rest of your life. You're simply entertaining a phase of life, and it might last 2 years, 20 years, or 2 months, who knows, but your life could change in a minute. And instead of wishing you were living another life, why not wish you were living the life you're living right now and love it full throttle? Now, there are some things that you can do when you're single that you simply can't do when you're in a couple, darling. For example, you can decide where you're going on holiday and when. There's no compromise in the holiday season. You do what you want. It can be quite a liberating experience. And I'm sure, and I don't want to, say anything about the smugly married people, but there could be certain times that people are a little bit envious of you and your lovely lifestyle, you sunning it up and whatnot. And I would suggest travel. Traveling on your own is a wonderful way to get to know thyself. And that many religions and serious people talk about the fact that life is all about getting to know yourself. So what better way to do it than travel? Now, listen. I should divulge a little tiny story when I was 19, which only obviously very little time ago. I don't know why I've said, anyway, that's so hackneyed, isn't it, darling? For some adult to say, 2 weeks ago when I was 21. Anyway, in my case, obviously it's true. But the point was, I was in Mexico, lost in a jungle, ladies and gentlemen. I was with somebody very dreadlocked, and one would have thought he was able to get out because, he was a man about town or jungles, as it turned out to be. But actually, no, he panicked and I got us out, darling. Yes, and not to toot my own horn about that, although it's quite an achievement. The point is, you stretch yourself when you're traveling. You do things, it's a very intense experience. Obviously it depends where you go to. If you go like backpacking through Mexico and Guatemala during a civil war, then it is more intense than possibly just sitting on a beach in Dakota or something. But the thing is, anywhere that you might go on your own, it is an intense experience, and that's good. Instead of having like one issue in a year or so to deal with, you're confronted with lots of things. Maybe your bag gets stolen, maybe you're chased down an alleyway, maybe you have to, jump over a wall or something. You are put to your test, and that is a good thing. The only thing that can come out of this is strength, wisdom, and wit and self-confidence about your whole life. And that is a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. So if you happen to be single right now, great. Relish it. Take it on board. Know that this, in your chapter, in the book of your whole life, this will be your chapter of, this is me, this is my bit. This is my bit where I got to do the pottery class or learn Spanish in Cuba, or, oh yeah, this is where I spoke to that king. Look at that, that's good, isn't it? So enjoy it, because you never know how long it may last. You may meet somebody tomorrow, the next week, and before you know it, you're converting for Hinduism or Judaism or whatnot for your person. Before you know, you're off on another track, and that's a great other adventure. But while you're on your own, live your own adventure, darling. Maybe I should be a motivational speech person once I've saved the world and whatnot, once I've got my Nobel Peace Prize. I think probably you need a Nobel Peace Prize before you can speak in front of large groups. Anyway, if anyone knows about speaking in front of large groups, please let me know. So now, the point is, what to eat? Spinach. Popeye had it right. Spinach is very good for alleviating depression and whatnot. Now, if you're in a bit of a slump, still thinking, all right, Tallulah, it's all right for you with a great hat. Oh, by the way, do you like my hat? I have to spin around because this is from Lady Bird's Hat Badashi. And the back looked rather good, darling. There we go. There we go. Got carried away with my own posing. What was I saying? If you are thinking, no, I need an absolute fix, I am in a pickle, and I'm glummer than glum about this whole single business, well, then I will say one thing to you: eat a Brazil nut. Brazil nuts alleviate your spirit almost instantaneously, so be careful, darling. You don't want to be lying down and then jump up and hat your head of Brazil nut injury. I'm sure people die. You don't want to encourage death by a Brazil nut. They're quite big too. Make sure you don't choke. Maybe cut it up. Anyway, darling, you handle your Brazil nuts on your own, and bon appetit. Yours, Tallulah.